Every single person is born with the capacity for greatness. It doesn't matter what your background is, where you started, or how many times you've been knocked down. What matters is the fire inside of you, the desire to achieve something more, to rise above the ordinary, to become the master of your destiny. That fire is the seed of success, and if you're willing to feed it with discipline, vision, and relentless belief, there is no limit to what you can achieve. You are not here just to exist. You are here to live a life of purpose, growth, and extraordinary impact. Understand this: success does not happen by accident. It is never handed out. It is created, forged, and fought for. It is the result of deliberate, focused, and consistent action. It comes to those who dare to believe in themselves when the world tells them to sit down and stay small. It comes to those who make plans, adjust those plans when needed, and refuse to quit even when the odds are stacked against them. Success is not about luck. It is about mindset, persistence, and vision. There is power in your thoughts. What you think you become, what you believe you create. Your mind is the command center of your reality. If you fill it with doubt, fear, and excuses, then your life will reflect those things. But if you fill it with hope, belief, courage, and faith, you'll start to see opportunities, you'll notice doors opening, and you'll find the strength to walk through them. Your thoughts are the architects of your destiny. Guard them, shape them. Train your mind to see challenges as stepping stones, not barriers. No one becomes successful alone. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher. Build a network of individuals who believe in growth, in progress, in accountability. Avoid the cynics, the energy vampires, the dream killers. Not everyone will understand your path, and that's okay. It's your path, not theirs. But the people who genuinely want to see you win will push you to stretch your limits, to rise above mediocrity, to chase excellence. Choose your circle with care, because your environment influences your energy and your outcomes. One of the greatest traits of successful people is definiteness of purpose. It means knowing exactly what you want. Not vaguely, not maybe, clearly, specifically, without apology. You must set a goal so compelling that it pulls you forward even when you're tired, discouraged, or uncertain. That purpose becomes your compass. Every decision, every action, every sacrifice is measured against that goal. When you know your why, you will always find the how. Clarity of purpose gives you the strength to say no to distractions, to stay focused when it's tempting to give up, and to keep going when it's easier to quit. Discipline is the bridge between intention and result. You can have dreams, ideas, and talent, but without discipline, they go nowhere. Discipline is doing the hard thing even when you don't feel like it. It's waking up early, showing up, putting in the work over and over again. It's not sexy and it's rarely easy, but it is essential. Discipline builds character. It builds resilience. It forges the kind of strength that doesn't waver when storms come. While others sleep, the disciplined work. While others complain, the disciplined improve, and in the end, the disciplined win. Persistence is your greatest weapon. There will be failures, setbacks, rejections. There will be times when nothing seems to work, when progress feels invisible, when the dream seems distant. But you must persist. You must keep showing up, keep learning, keep adjusting. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they give up too soon. Success belongs to those who are willing to keep going long after the initial excitement wears off. Be the one who outlasts the struggle. Be the one who refuses to surrender. Every step you take brings you closer to the life you want. Action is the key. Nothing changes until you move. Wishing is not enough. Hoping is not a strategy. You must act. You must do the things you fear. You must take the risk, face the doubt, and move forward. Don't wait for perfect time. It doesn't exist. Don't wait until you feel ready. You'll never feel completely ready. Just start. take the first step, then the next. The path becomes clearer as you walk, but you'll never see the view if you don't start climbing. Your past does not define you. It teaches you, molds you, strengthens you, but it does not define you. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are not your regrets. You are a living, breathing, growing force capable of transformation. Every day is a new chance to rewrite the story. Every morning is an opportunity to become the person you were meant to be. Don't carry the weight of old limitations into a future filled with new possibilities. Let go, learn the lesson, but release the shame. Your future is not written in stone. It is written by your actions, your decisions, and your belief. Success demands courage. The courage to speak up, to take risks, to stand out. The courage to fail and try again. The courage to dream big when the world tells you to be realistic. You were not born to be average. You were born to shine, you were born to lead, but that kind of life requires bravery. Bravery to step into the unknown, bravery to ignore the critics, bravery to take full responsibility for your life. That kind of courage lives within you, it just needs to be awakened. Don't let fear make your decisions for you. Fear is loud but weak. It dies the moment you confront it. Integrity matters. Who you are when no one is watching defines your true character. Success built on lies, shortcuts, and manipulation is temporary and hollow. True success comes from consistency, honesty, and authenticity. Be the kind of person others trust. Be the kind of leader who inspires through example. When you say you'll do something, do it. When you fall short, own it. When you win, stay humble. Success is not just what you achieve, but how you achieve it. Character is the foundation of lasting greatness. Faith is a force, not just religious faith, but a deep, unshakable belief that everything you are working toward will come to life, that even when you can't see it, it's coming, that even when you feel alone, you are being guided. Faith gives you the strength to move mountains. It gives you the patience to endure delays, the peace to navigate uncertainty, and the conviction to keep building when no one else believes in your vision. Feed your faith daily, read, meditate, visualize, speak your goals out loud, believe with everything in you. That belief will move you through the darkest nights and carry you toward the brightest dawns. Success is a journey, not a destination. It is the process of becoming more, of learning, evolving, and expanding. Don't rush it. Don't chase it so hard that you forget to live. Celebrate your progress. Take pride in how far you've come. Success is not just measured in money, titles, or applause. It's measured in growth, in impact, in how many lives you touch, including your own. It's measured in how many days you choose courage over comfort, purpose over procrastination, action over excuses. You were born with greatness inside you. The same energy that created the mountains, the oceans, the stars, lives inside you. You are not powerless. You are not insignificant. You are powerful beyond measure. But that power must be activated. It must be claimed. It must be owned. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you your dreams, but you don't need them to. You already have everything you need inside you. The strength, the fire, the brilliance, you are the hero of your story. It's time to rise. Every morning, remind yourself, I am capable, I am worthy, I am determined, I am here for a reason, then go out and prove it through your actions. Push harder, dig deeper, speak louder, stand taller, because the world is waiting for what only you can bring, your voice, your passion, your leadership, your contribution. Don't shrink to fit into the mold others have created. Break it, redefine it. Build your own. You don't need permission to succeed. You don't need approval. You just need a decision. The decision to start, to keep going, and to never, ever stop until you've created a life that makes you proud. In the end, success is not about what you get. It's about who you become. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing someone who never gave up, someone who faced their fears, someone who kept their word. Someone who inspired others by example, someone who lived fully, gave generously, and loved deeply. That kind of success lasts. That kind of success changes the world. That kind of success begins with you, right here, right now. So stand up, speak your dreams, claim your space, own your brilliance. The world doesn't need more people playing small. It needs you, all of you. Step into your power, step into your future, step into your success. Don't underestimate the power of a single moment. One decision, one action, one conversation can change your entire life. Success isn't always built in grand gestures or overnight wins. It's built in the small, consistent choices you make every day. It's waking up 1 hour earlier. It's choosing to learn instead of scrolling endlessly. It's making that uncomfortable phone call. It's showing up when no one else does. Brick by brick, moment by moment, you are building something remarkable. Never forget that even the tallest skyscrapers were once just blueprints in the hands of someone who believed they could be real. Success doesn't come to the ones who want it the most. It comes to the ones who want it and work for it relentlessly. There are millions who have dreams. Fewer have plans. Fewer still follow through when the work gets hard. The rarest of all are those who rise every day, committed to becoming better than they were yesterday. Let that be you. Be the rare one. Be the disciplined one. Be the one who follows through. While others dream about success, you're going to wake up and create it. Excuses are the language of failure. They're seductive because they give us an escape, a way to avoid responsibility. But every excuse is a step away from your dream. Excuses kill progress. They waste time. They protect your comfort zone, but destroy your potential. If you want success, you have to stop negotiating with your limitations. Own your time, own your decisions, own your results. You have the power to change your life, but only if you stop justifying inaction and start demanding more of yourself. Learn from everyone, stay humble. No matter how far you go, there's always more to know, more to grow into. Ego is the enemy of progress. The moment you think you know it all is the moment you start to fall behind. Every person you meet knows something you don't. Every experience has a lesson if you're willing to look for it. Be the kind of person who is always curious, always evolving. Stay hungry, stay teachable. Stay in motion. The greatest leaders are always students first. Adversity is not your enemy. It is your training ground. It is in your hardest moments that your strength is tested, that your resilience is revealed. You do not build a powerful life by avoiding difficulty. You build it by facing difficulty head on and refusing to back down. The struggle sharpens you. It teaches you who you really are, and if you rise in the face of it, you become unstoppable. Do not fear the fire. Become the fire. Let every setback shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more determined than ever before. Time is your most valuable asset. You can always earn more money, but you can't earn more time. Respect it, use it well, stop wasting it on things that don't matter, stop letting others steal it with distractions and drama. Focus your hours on what feeds your mind, your body, and your mission. Every day, ask yourself, is what I'm doing moving me closer to my goals? If the answer is no, change it. Your future depends on how you spend your now. You must develop self-confidence, not arrogance, not entitlement, but the deep, quiet belief that you are capable and worthy of achieving anything you set your heart and mind to. Confidence doesn't mean you won't feel fear. It means you won't let fear make your decisions. It means you walk into the room knowing you belong there. It means you take the shot, write the book, launch the business, give the speech, even if your hands shake. Confidence is built through action. The more you act, the more you believe. So stop waiting to feel ready. Take the leap and let your wings grow on the way down. Dream big, so big that it scares you. If your dreams don't make you a little uncomfortable, they're not big enough. You weren't born to play it safe. You weren't born to fit in. You were born to make waves, to break limits, to challenge the status quo. Your dreams are divine assignments. Honor them, protect them, build them. Let them stretch you into someone greater than you were yesterday. And when people doubt you, and they will let your results do the talking. Let your journey be the evidence that dreams are worth chasing. You are going to face resistance. Life will test you. People will doubt you. You will doubt yourself. But remember this: resistance is a sign of progress. The only people who don't face it are the ones who aren't doing anything meaningful. Resistance means you're moving. Keep pushing. Keep building. Keep believing. Every great success story has chapters filled with fear, failure, and uncertainty. What makes the difference is the refusal to quit. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just start. Start messy. Start scared. Start imperfect. Just start. Too many dreams die in the graveyard of hesitation. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a first step. Clarity comes from movement. Action reveals the answer. You are more ready than you think. Stop waiting for the stars to align. You are the star. You are the moment. This is your time. And when you achieve that success, when the dream starts to become reality, don't forget who you are. Stay grounded. Remember the struggle. Remember the people you helped, the nights you cried, the moments you almost quit. Let your success be a beacon for others. Share your story. Lift others up. Success is not just about what you get. It's about what you give. Legacy is not measured in wealth, but in the lives you impact. Be a light in the darkness. Be a voice for the voiceless. Be proof that greatness is possible. Forgive yourself. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall. That's part of the process. Don't let guilt or shame define you. Learn, adjust, and move forward. Forgiveness is not weakness. It's power. It releases you from the past so you can build the future. You are allowed to outgrow who you used to be. You are allowed to change. Don't stay stuck in an old version of yourself just because that's what others expect. Evolve boldly. Grow fearlessly. Every champion was once a beginner. Every expert was once a student. Every master was once clumsy and unsure. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Focus on your lane, run your race, stay consistent, stay intentional, and when you feel like giving up, remind yourself why you started. Remind yourself of the vision, of the people counting on you, of the person you are becoming. There's magic in consistency, in showing up when it's hard, in doing the work when no one is clapping, in mastering the boring fundamentals. That's where greatness is built, in the unglamorous, unseen grind. While others are chasing hype, you're building substance. While others are waiting for motivation, you're creating discipline. While others are blaming, you're building. And in time, your results will speak volumes. Never stop dreaming. Never stop growing. Never stop believing in the extraordinary power of a committed mind and a courageous heart. You are more powerful than your fears, bigger than your setbacks, and destined for more than an average life. You were not born to just survive. You were born to thrive, to soar, to inspire. There is a calling inside you, and it has never gone silent. You've heard it in the quiet moments, in the late nights when you couldn't sleep, in the deep sighs when you knew you were meant for more. That voice within you is not your imagination. It's your purpose trying to get your attention. And no matter how many times you've ignored it, buried it, or doubted it, it's still there, waiting, burning, whispering that you were born to do something remarkable with your life. That voice is your truth, and your job. Your only job is to honor it. Every person who has ever achieved greatness began right where you are now, at the edge of decision. That moment where you either choose to step forward into your power or shrink back into comfort. The temptation to stay small will be strong, the excuses will be loud, the doubts will come dressed as logic. But you must choose courage anyway, because no comfort zone has ever created a legend. No easy path ever made someone unforgettable. If you want to leave your mark, you must be willing to walk the road few are brave enough to travel. You'll have to sacrifice. You'll have to let go of old habits, old fears, old identities. You'll have to outgrow friendships that were built on staying stagnant. You'll have to say no to the things that waste your time, drain your energy, and keep you average. And yes, it will be uncomfortable. Yes, it will be lonely at times, but understand this: you are not giving things up. You are trading them for something far greater. You are trading comfort for purpose. distraction for direction, fear for freedom, average for exceptional, that is not loss. That is the beginning of transformation. You must become the kind of person who refuses to be ordinary, who wakes up with fire in their chest, who walks with intention, who speaks with clarity, who moves through the world knowing they were put here to make a difference. Be that person, not someday but now, not when it's convenient but when it's hard. The world is full of people who settle, who give up on their dreams, who tell themselves it's too late, or it's too hard, or it's not for me. But you are not one of them. You are the exception. You are the outlier. You are the one who chooses to rise. And what does it mean to rise? It means you choose growth over safety, progress over perfection, commitment over convenience. It means you stop talking about what you're going to do and you start doing it. It means you hold yourself to a higher standard, not because others are watching, but because you know you were meant to lead. You were meant to inspire. You were meant to create, to serve, to leave this world better than you found it. Your vision must become your obsession, not in a toxic way, but in a focused, unshakable, magnetic way. Let it take root in your spirit. Let it wake you up early and keep you up late. Let it pull you forward when your energy fades. Let it become the lens through which you see your life, so that every moment becomes a stepping stone, every choice a building block, every action a vote for the future you are creating. That level of commitment is rare, but it is required. Because greatness never comes to those who are interested. It comes to those who are all in. So how do you become that person? You start by deciding, right now. You decide that from this moment on, you will no longer tolerate mediocrity from yourself. You will no longer settle. You will no longer wait for the right time. You will no longer be driven by fear. You will lead your life with clarity, courage, and conviction. You will set goals so big they scare you, and you will chase them down with discipline and grit. You will build the habits, the systems, the mindset required to sustain success, because success is not something you get. It's something you become, and when you become it, you change everything. You change your mindset. You change your relationships. You change your finances, your health, your environment. You raise your standards. You elevate everyone around you. Your energy becomes contagious. Your presence becomes powerful. Your story becomes a source of hope. And the best part, this kind of transformation is not just available to a chosen few. It's available to you right here, right now, if you are willing to rise. You have one life, one chance, one window of time to make it count. Don't waste it living someone else's story. Don't waste it dimming your light to make others comfortable. Don't waste it stuck in fear, in guilt, in regret. Use it fully. Use every ounce of your talent, every bit of your strength, every spark of your soul. Become the person you were created to be. Stand tall in the face of adversity. Walk boldly into your calling. Fight for your vision. Protect your dream. Live with intention. Love with intensity. Lead with heart. Because in the end, it won't be about what you had. It won't be about what you owned. It will be about who you became. The battles you fought, the values you lived, the lives you touched, the legacy you left behind, make that legacy count. Make it bold, make it real, make it worthy of the struggle. This is your time. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now you have the tools, you have the vision, you have the fire, and most importantly, you have the choice. Choose success, choose growth, choose excellence. Choose to believe in yourself even when no one else does. Choose to write your own story and make it legendary. Because if not you, who? If not now, when? Let the world remember not what you hoped for, but what you did. Let them say this was someone who lived, this was someone who led, this was someone who made a difference. When you walk the path of success, there comes a moment where the pursuit becomes something more than personal gain. It becomes a mission, a responsibility. You begin to realize that your growth, your breakthrough, your journey, it's not just for you. It's for the people watching silently, wondering if greatness is still possible in a world that so often rewards conformity and comfort. Your example becomes a light, and that light is sometimes the only hope someone else has to believe in their own potential. That's why you cannot stop. That's why you must keep going, especially when you feel like you can't. Because someone somewhere is counting on you to show them it's possible. Leadership is not about titles. It's not about status or applause. Leadership is about ownership. It's about influence. It's about lifting others with your presence, your words, your integrity. And to lead others, you must first lead yourself. Master your impulses. Direct your thoughts. Discipline your emotions. Cultivate the strength to stay calm under pressure, to stay kind in chaos, to stay focused when everything is trying to pull you off course. When you lead yourself with honor and truth, you give others permission to do the same, and the ripple effect of that is immeasurable. You must embrace the idea that success will always demand more of you than you think is fair. It will ask you to grow faster, to give more, to rise higher than those around you. It will often feel like you are being stretched beyond your limit. And that's exactly the point. That stretching is where your potential becomes performance. It's where your identity is forged. There are no shortcuts here, no detours, no back doors. Just you, your will, your values, and your vision. And if you stay with it, if you endure the pressure, you won't just reach your goals. You'll become someone who never needs to chase validation again. Because your success will not be something you wear. It will be something you are. Don't be afraid to dream differently. The world will try to funnel you into boxes, limit your choices, force you into paths already carved by others. But the most powerful lives are built by those bold enough to carve their own, the rebel thinkers, the quiet builders, the patient warriors, the ones who trusted their inner compass more than the crowd's noise. These are the people who change the world, not because they tried to fit in, but because they refused to. You must cultivate the inner strength to keep your eyes on your own vision. The comparison trap is the fastest way to poison your potential. Someone will always be ahead of you. Someone will always be more polished, more followed, more funded, more recognized, but they are not your competition. Your only competition is who you were yesterday. Let their success inspire you, but never let it define you. Your path is sacred. Your process is your own. Walk it with honor. There will be moments, dark moments, when the path will feel too long, too lonely, too hard. You will question your decisions. You will question your worth. You will wonder whether it's all worth it. In those moments, go back to your why. Reconnect to your mission. Think of who you promised you'd become. Think of the younger version of yourself who dreamed without limits. Think of the future version of yourself, strong, wise, proud, looking back at you with gratitude for not giving up. Burnout is real. Fatigue is real, but giving up on your vision is not an option. What you must do instead is learn to rest without quitting. Pause, reflect, recharge, but never, ever surrender. There's a difference between resting and resigning. You are allowed to slow down, but you are not allowed to stop. Your dream didn't bring you this far to abandon you now. It brought you here so you could prove to yourself that you are made of the stuff legends are built on. Celebrate your small wins. Every victory counts, every page written, every pound lost, every dollar saved, every habit kept. Progress is progress. Don't wait for the world to clap for you. Clap for yourself. Track your journey. Take pride in your growth, because the compound effect of those tiny, invisible wins will eventually erupt into extraordinary results, but only if you stay consistent, only if you stay committed. Your mind will try to trick you. It will tell you that you're too far behind, that it's too late, that you're not enough. Don't listen. Those are not facts. They're old programs installed by fear, by failure, by voices that didn't believe in their own dreams. You're not behind. You're on your path. You're not late.
¿Tú también quieres trabajar?
Mira, mira para acá.
Espérate un poquito. Dale vuelta a ver si igual.
Train your thought like you train your body. Feed your mind with wisdom and strategy. Reject thoughts that diminish your power. Speak words that align with your future. Say no to self, pity. Say no to victim. Say no to anything that dims your light. Instead, say yes to discipline, yes to learning, yes to growth, yes to becoming so strong internally that no external circumstance can break you. You don't need more motivation. You need more commitment. Motivation comes and goes. Commitment stays. Commitment gets up when it's tired. Commitment shows up when it's inconvenient. Commitment gets results when motivation would have quit. Be the kind of person who keeps promises to yourself. Who treats your own goals like sacred agreements? You wouldn't break a promise to someone you love. Don't break them to yourself, and when the world finally takes notice, when the success begins to manifest, be the kind of person who reaches back. Lift others, teach what you've learned, share your journey honestly, be the mentor you never had, because true success is not measured by how high you climb, but by how many you bring with you. Legacy is built not in isolation, but in impact. The more you grow, the more you have to give, and the more you give, the richer your life becomes. So never stop evolving, never stop dreaming, never stop giving the world the best of you. You were born with greatness in your DNA. Not because someone told you so, but because you feel it, you know it, and now it's time to honor it. This is your call to rise higher, to dig deeper, to work smarter, to love louder, to serve greater. To live bolder, because this is your life, and no one else gets to write it. So pick up the pen and make it legendary. There is no destination more fulfilling than the life fully lived. Not the life that met every expectation, but the life that broke the rules when the rules were built to limit. Not the life that avoided mistakes, but the one that embraced risk and became wiser through experience. Not the life that followed the crowd, but the one that led quietly, powerfully, and persistently. That life, the life of purpose, impact, and integrity, is within your reach, and you don't need permission to claim it. You only need the courage to say, I'm done waiting. Waiting to be perfect, waiting to be chosen. Waiting for the stars to align or for someone to give you the green light. Understand this, no one is coming to push you. No one is coming to hand you your dream. The green light has always been in your hands. All that's left is for you to press the gas, and once you do, once you decide to live fully, work relentlessly, and refuse to back down, you'll realize something profound. There was never anything truly holding you back except hesitation. The world will try to pull you back into the old version of yourself, into comfort, into approval, seeking into compromise, but you are no longer available for that. You are no longer available for half truths, for shrinking to fit, for letting fear call the shots. You are no longer available for the lie that says you are anything less than extraordinary. From this moment on, you are all in on your potential. You are all in on your dream. You are all in on becoming the person who looks back on life with pride, not regret. And there will come a moment, maybe soon, where everything clicks, where the days of grinding in silence suddenly pay off, where the habits that once felt like a burden become second nature, where your voice is clear. Your presence is undeniable, your work speaks for itself, and when that moment arrives, it will not be a surprise, because you will know. You earned it through every early morning, through every late night. Through every failure you refuse to let define you, you'll stand in that moment not with arrogance, but with deep, unwavering confidence that says, "This is who I was meant to be." You'll understand that success was never about a single moment, but about the way you lived every day with intention, how you treated people, how you spoke to yourself, how you handled your responsibilities, how you kept going when others stopped. And in that clarity, you'll realize that you didn't just build a successful life. You became a powerful, unstoppable force for good. You became someone others look up to, not for what you have, but for who you are. So walk forward now with fire in your spirit and peace in your soul. Walk forward knowing you've chosen the higher path, the harder path, the path of builders, dreamers, doers, and leaders. Let your presence remind others that greatness isn't reserved for the few, it's earned by the committed. Let your life be living proof that no matter how hard the past, the future is still yours to design. You are capable of anything. You are destined for something bigger than survival. You are here to thrive, to rise, to win, and when you do, when you truly step into all you are, it won't just change your life, it will change the world. Success is not a single moment, it is a way of life, and sustaining it requires far more than ambition. It requires humility, because the higher you rise, the more critical it becomes to remember your roots. Success that lasts is built on gratitude. It is maintained by service. You must never forget the version of you that started. Hungry, uncertain, full of fire. That version deserves your respect. Honor it by never becoming too proud to listen, too busy to help, or too successful to learn. Sustainable success also requires alignment. Alignment between who you are, what you believe, and what you do every single day. If you chase goals that conflict with your values, you will achieve them and still feel empty. But if your goals are rooted in truth, your truth, then every step you take becomes a celebration, not just a task. You must live in a way that allows your inner world and outer world to reflect the same integrity. That's how peace is built. That's how burnout is avoided. That's how greatness becomes a state of being, not just an event. Remember, the goal isn't to become someone who made it. The goal is to become someone who is still growing, still giving, still evolving long after the applause fades. The world is filled with people who peaked once and spent the rest of their lives trying to relive the moment. That's not your path. Your path is forward. Your path is one of reinvention, of expansion, of elevation. The best is never behind you. It is always still ahead, and the only way to meet it is by continuing to rise. Along the way, never forget the power of kindness. As you grow in success, grow in compassion. As you accumulate influence, increase your patience. As you become a voice others listen to, become a voice others trust. The greatest leaders are not those who shout. They are those whose presence calms storms, whose words heal, whose integrity never wavers. Let your success never make you untouchable. Let it make you more reachable, more relatable, more real. And yes, there will be critics. There will be those who misjudge your intentions, underestimate your strength, or question your success. Let them. Do not waste time proving yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. Let your consistency do the talking. Let your fruit be your answer. The louder your results, the quieter your need to explain. Rise above distractions. Rise above pettiness. Rise above drama. Your mission is too important to entertain anything that does not serve your future. There is nothing more powerful than a human being who has aligned their thoughts, actions, and purpose. That is what you are becoming. And as you continue to evolve, you will notice something else. You will begin to attract a new kind of energy. People on the same mission, mentors who see your fire, collaborators who push you higher, supporters who want nothing from you but your growth. Protect these relationships, cultivate them. You are no longer just building success. You are building a tribe, this community, this inner circle. These are the ones who will run with you when the path gets long. They will speak life into you when the world grows quiet. They will challenge you when you slack. They will remind you who you are when you forget, and you must be that for them too. A true legacy is not built by one person climbing alone, but by lifting together. Iron sharpens iron, energy multiplies. And you are no longer walking this path for yourself. You're walking it for everyone who needs your example. So what now? Now you lead. You lead by how you show up, by how you act when no one is watching, by how you speak about your goals when others whisper doubt, by how you treat people on the way up, by the fire in your eyes when everyone else is tired, by the standard you hold, not just for yourself, but for the culture you create around you. Leadership is not a job, it's a posture. It's a declaration: I will not settle, I will not shrink, I will not let fear rule my life. You are not just a dreamer now, you are a builder, a force, a presence. And with that comes responsibility to lead with love, to serve with excellence, to demand more, not just from others, but from yourself, to be the reason someone else doesn't quit, to be the one who lives the kind of life others didn't believe was possible. So keep rising, keep showing up, keep shining. The world will try to distract you, but stay locked in. The world will try to box you in, but stay limitless. You've come too far to go back to the version of you that played small. From this point on, it's elevation only. From this point on, it's discipline over emotion, vision over doubt, faith over fear. This is not the end of your story. This is the ignition point. You have not peaked. You are just beginning. The foundation is set. Now build the empire.